That was a really well-ported game. So the game doesn't suck. Guess I shouldn't have been too quick to judge.
Yeah, just like with Boom Blocks.
No, Brenda, this is nothing like Boom Blocks. Alright, let's see what else can go with Modern Warfare. Windows 7. Yeah, I want to upgrade now so we can start making these adventures a little bit faster. I'm telling myself to upgrade. Thought I would have been wiser in the future. Alright, everybody take the computer room. Well, here goes nothing.
This is Windows 7. Looks like Vista with a few more trees. I'm really only concerned about one thing. When using Premiere and Vista, this one scroll bar doesn't work. How about now? No, of course not. Why would anything ever work for me? Hey, Brenda? Yeah? I gotta go buy something. Keep an eye on Future Storm. Make sure it doesn't eat all the cake. Hello, I'm right behind you.
I mean, you were gone for an entire year. Where did you go?
Oh, you know, I just had to find myself.
Screw you. I live on this street, too. Well, here it is. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 on the PlayStation 3. Oh, PlayStation 3, wise choice. Everybody in the future thinks that you're a 360 fanboy. Yeah, I really don't understand why anybody would think that I prefer one console over another.
So, is this Call of Duty 6?
Or is it just Modern Warfare 2? Well, I almost got my face ripped off at E3 for calling it Call of Duty 6. The person claimed that they dropped Call of Duty altogether. But if the box says Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, then the game is called Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Believe us, after that altercation with Final Fantasy 3, we get it. Hey, I don't have to take no sass from a broom and myself. What a sorry state of affairs.
Modern Warfare 2 takes place 5 years after the events of the original Modern Warfare, but the release dates were only 2 years apart, so actually this is post-Modern Warfare. I saw the Senate building on the cover for the first time when I actually held the game in my hand. I immediately thought, well, I guess the idea of a shooter in Washington, D.C. is no longer very original. I guess I'll go ahead and say right now that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is a good game, but only because the good parts outshine the crummy parts. Once again, the combat is split between the British and the US, but it's not quite as graceful as number 4. Then again, it's nowhere close to as bad as number 5. I believe the best way to describe this game is that there are 4 types of levels. The first type is primarily Task Force 141, where you play as Roach and Soap McTavish, and they're in the snow. I don't know why it was just these, but they were action-packed, had very little consequence, and you got free bullet time! Also, Soap McTavish now has a mohawk. Well, maybe he always had a mohawk. You really didn't see him in the original. Anyway, there's just something about being pulled vertically out of a castle as it's blowing up that just makes me want to jump out of my seat and high-five myself. I can play these levels over and over. The second type is primarily with the US Army Rangers, and I would primarily describe them as just goofy. My biggest problem is you're not really fighting for anything, you're just maintaining. And why won't these cars blow up? Sometimes it just feels like you're an ant farm. And in the level before, the British poured a bunch of water into the ant farm just to see what happens. There are a bunch of mission objectives, but all they really boil down to is try not to get shot at. One of the levels is called Wolverines. And yeah, I get it. They're referencing that movie Red Dawn, but why would you ever want to? I thought that movie was dreadful. It's just a bunch of innocent people dying and then credits. And when the task force was in Rio de Janeiro, I think I shot more bad guys than there are actually people in Brazil. It felt like I was playing Hogan's Alley, everybody jumping around corners and through windows. That just makes me want to high-five my forehead. The third type of level was the last few where I was in a complete state of confusion. There's some sort of plot twist similar to The Watchmen, but that movie was a piece of crap anyway. Yeah, I didn't like that movie either, and I don't care what you think. The fourth type is just one level. The YouTube user Cowman221 specifically wanted to know what I thought of the airport level. Oh, you mean this airport level? Yeah, great fun. Honestly, this is just stupid. Gameplay-wise, it's just boring. For half the level, you can't even run, and you don't even really have to shoot anybody. And it's a terrible way to tell a story. You can skip the level if you're easily offended and it won't mess up your progress. Well, if a level is so transient in the first place, don't even put it in the game. Multiplayer can go piss up a rope. I ain't touching that. But I did venture into the special ops. The idea is great, just a bunch of random missions to play as challenges. I played the suspension level on regular, beat it, and had fun. Then I bumped it up one difficulty level, and about 100 deaths later, I wish I was joking, I just got tired and I told special ops to go find the rope next to multiplayer and join in the pissing session. Infinity Ward has created some great games, but I'm hesitant to praise them. Even though my best friend's last name is Ward. They just seem so prideful, plastering their logo everywhere. Sergeant Griggs sings about them in the credits. And you want to know the name of the Windows executable for Call of Duty 4? IW3, as in Infinity Ward's third game. It's like they want to separate themselves from the messes that Treyarch creates. Actually, I can't blame you on that one. Keep doing what you're doing. And back to the credits. About all those production babies that I have to see, I have a message from the entire gaming community. We don't care! I'm never impressed by anybody's ability to add to the overpopulation of this planet. In conclusion, well, everything that I just said.
So there you go. 3 different games, 3 different control schemes. And out of all of them, I still prefer the Wii Remote and Nunchuck the most. Sticks are good, don't give you as much accuracy. Mouse and keyboard are awesome, but the keys are spread out all over hell and high water. Now I'm just waiting to see if Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 comes out on the Wii. And if that happens, we can all be a happy camper. Where the hell is that noise coming from? Party's over.
Here are the official results for Tell Storm What to Play 2009. If I spelled your name wrong, I'm sorry, I had to type all of these. If I spelled the game wrong, give me a break, there were over 400 votes. By the way, I only counted votes that came in the form of a personal message. And while I have your attention, at the end of the new Super Mario Bros. Wii video, I wasn't trying to imply anything other than, it will be concluded. I wasn't trying to hint at anything. I'd learned that hinting only gets me in more trouble than I ever care to be in. So no, I did not use a Call of Duty font. And as for being Matrix-like, it isn't Matrix-like. It is the Matrix! I swear to you, I stole it from the end of Reloaded. And that's exactly what I told YouTube when I applied for revenue sharing.